Hello, everyone, and welcome back to your favorite podcast in the world. It's called Stop the Internet Podcast. I'm Kelee.
I'm Erin.
We're back at it. This court is back in session. Remember 3 years ago when I said I was going to get a wooden thing to bang this on, and I still haven't?
Bring in the dancing lobsters.
Wait, it would be so fun. I know we talked about this also years ago, but to pretend like we're in court and like dress as like...
In robes. Let's find our college graduation robes.
Yes, and wear like white powdered wigs or something.
Yes.
That would be so funny.
I could probably get away with just like putting big curlers in my hair and just like spraying a bunch of white dry shampoo.
Yes.
I'll do it.
That would
Don't
be
tempt me
so
with a good
funny.
time.
And then we could like give
legal advice.
Yeah, legal advice. I was going to say punishments, but legal advice as well. Today we're talking about toxic traits that are attractive. I don't know if I'm going to agree with any of these. I saw a post about this and I was laughing at the responses, but I also think that's, well, some of them. But I also think that this might just turn into a lecture for these girls that said...
Now that I'm thinking about it, though, when you told me this topic, I was like, oh, this is fun. And now I'm thinking back to the marriage counselor advice and how, like, I fell into the trap of all of the pieces of advice. And now I'm thinking about all of the toxic people I've dated. And I'm like, oh, here we go again. Here we go again.
Well, it was funny. In case you missed that episode, it was semi-recent. We were reading advice from marriage counselors, and Erin was like thinking about the good side of things, like people that are normal that like accidentally do these things
fall into these categories.
Like, we were like, no, there's people that are bad. I feel like that happened to Rebecca and I on a recent episode too, where we were talking about dating hot takes or something.
Because she was like, I think I do ghost.
Yeah, like we were saying all these things, and then we're like, wait a second, we are just scratching the surface of normal people.
Yeah.
We haven't even gotten into like people with bad intentions,
right.
And which is, it's crazy. We could talk for 27
hours. We need to
hours.
bring someone on that is someone that we know normally has bad intentions in dating.
Wait, it would be so crazy to like reach out to one of our exes and be like, look, okay.
Oh my God, like my high school ex or something.
Okay, that one would have been, that
one's a little too hot.
That one's too far, I think. But I don't know. It would be so funny to reach out to a guy that like ghosted you or like, I don't know, did something crazy.
I know the perfect one.
Say it, I'll bleep it out. Oh my God, yes. Wait, that would be...
I'll DM him. I will DM him tonight and be like, remember that time we, dated?
No, I told this story on the podcast.
Right, so it could be like...
Guys, it's the guy that ghosted Erin. Rebecca and I were talking about this, and we were talking about like what actually is ghosting is like one text message to a stranger that goes unanswered. Is that ghosting? And we were like,
Not
no,
really.
I think that's just like one unanswered text. I feel like ghosting is when you have this groundwork laid, this relationship. And I told this story about something that happened to Erin. Do you wanna take it from here? I'll take it from here.
I was in a solid relationship. We started being a little flingy fling over the summer. Fall semester of college started. We became a real thing. Like you would put the label on it, boyfriend, girlfriend, met families, hung out, spent the weekends with siblings, and then finals week rolled around. So first week of December, last week of November, something along those lines. And I was just ghosted. No calls, no texts. I was sending texts like, hey, are you breaking up with me? Like, is this your sick way of breaking up with me? Are you alive? I'm trying to get through college. Like, I'm trying to get my healthcare degree. Like, I just want to know if you're alive, if this is in my hands, what's happening here? And he never responded. And then about 3 weeks later into my winter break, I got a text that was like, Erin, I don't know what to do. I've missed you so much these past few weeks and it's taught me a lot. And
It's what? You
come
did
again?
This to yourself.
Yeah. So anyway, I have learned to just accept things that happen to me and never, ever, ever look at a message or hear someone say I've learned a lot. Because I've heard that many times since then. And my answer is always, I didn't need this situation to learn what you just learned. So we're going to end this right here. Anyway,
I've learned a lot. I've realized a lot. Like,
this is the year of realizing things.
It's so funny though. Like, I just realized that because I ghosted you or because I ended it with you, I'm really losing you. Like, you're really not gonna. And it's like, that's what it means when you're like, I don't want this. Let's stop. That means that. And then,
right.
and then it's
I
like
walk
when that
away,
happens,
and now
it's
you're
like crazy.
realizing things. And this is like the year of realizing things. Sorry, that's a Kylie Jenner quote, just for reference.
Of course.
Like the 1 year was the year of realizing
Oh,
things.
they know.
And it just feels as though men need to put themselves in dramatic situations to realize these things.
Yeah.
That I didn't need. And you know what? I'm glad you realized that. I didn't need this. So we're just going to cut the ties here.
Right.
So anyway, that person would be amazing to bring on this show. And you know what? I think the
he
kicker
would. Do you think he actually would?
I kind of think he would. Oh, you know what? A mutual friend just told me he just got married. I think if he wasn't married, he would. But I think if he were to come on now and we were to say the things he's done, he might be a little like self-conscious about his little wifey wife finding out.
We don't have to say his name, and we could also just call him and like just hold the microphone up to the phone.
Yeah. And he could
just be like,
you know,
look,
John Doe.
Yeah. And
right.
no one would ever recognize the voice. We could also probably try to alter it. I feel like
on
that
those shows where they gotta like alter the what's it called, the witness.
I think that would be possible actually to alter the voice, but no one would recognize. Like,
I'll have a mutual friend reach out.
The actual odds of someone recognizing a random person's voice, like people's voices sound similar.
Yeah,
I feel
totally.
like, and we don't have to say, like, you could also clarify that it's like at this point, this is a funny story. Like, you never loved this man.
Sure.
Yeah, you liked him, of course. Like, you guys were dating, you were seeing each other basically as children. Like, when you're in college, looking back, it's like I was very close to a child when I was in college, way closer to a child than I am now.
Yes.
So I'm basically going to consider it a childhood relationship. And so no one's mad about it. We're laughing about it now. Like, this man was so insane. I'm sure he grew as a person. I'm like laying the groundwork right now.
No, you're laying the groundwork now. This man was so insane. Hey, we were wondering if you'd be willing to come on the podcast.
I mean, he was insane, but
maybe he grew out of it.
And I do feel like we can give certain people, you know, the benefit of the doubt. He did have some good qualities, obviously, because you liked him. Like, you liked certain things about him.
But I liked a lot of people, and looking back, I'm like, what were the qualities, or did I just have a good time? Because you can have a good time with a bad person.
That's honestly, that's very true.
And really think about a lot of situations I've been in.
Yeah.
No, a lot of them. I've had good times with bad people.
That's actually very true.
Am I a bad person?
No,
I just get taken advantage of.
It's fine. I think it would actually show this guy's growth and maturity if he came on and admitted it. If he could prove it. No, but like,
if he could prove he's mature.
Okay, if somebody, like, nobody is a perfect person. I'm sure that, like, and also everyone has a different perception of everything that's ever happened in the history of the world. Yeah, exactly. So I'm sure there are men out there that think that I have done something wrong to them.
Sure.
And if they had a podcast where they were like, look, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, you said X, Y, and Z to me, like, it would be so funny if you could come on here completely anonymously. I'll sign a contract that I'm never going to say your name publicly and tell me what you were thinking in that moment.
Yeah.
Like, I might do that. I might be like, yeah, bro, like, you don't know that this all happened and this was my, like, we've moved on.
The only thing is, you and I can sit here and say, like, we have totally wronged people, and people
No, I'm not going to say totally wrong.
Well, no, but like in someone else's mind, like, we could be like, oh, I did something that was wrong to someone, whatever, and they can feel that way. But at the end of the day, we never did some of the crazy shiz that people have done to me.
No, that's true. That's absolutely true.
Okay, let's get to the topic, because toxic. Let's go.
Okay, we will keep you updated. Wait, who's the mutual friend? Oh, she's a mutual friend?
Well, she like knows.
Okay. That would be so funny. Like, imagine how iconic it would be if he actually agreed to come on this podcast and be like, look, this is what I was thinking. Like, straight up, I like wanted to keep you on the back burner, or like I met somebody else. I got excited about them. I didn't know if I should break up with you. And then it didn't work out with them and I came back to you. I'm not going to lie. That's what happened.
Even crazier, though, to hear that could be what it was.
I mean, it could be.
I mean, it had to be, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah. I mean, knowing this person, okay, actually.
It was always the next best thing.
Really? I don't know what's
you know what's funny about it is that for like 3 years after that, every 6 months, I was the next best thing, because I was getting those like Merry Christmas.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, I guess
Merry
you're single
Christmas,
again.
Right. And then it was like all the girl pictures were taken off the Instagram. Hey, Aaron, Merry Christmas. All the girl pictures were back up. All the girl pictures were back up. Hey, Aaron, Happy Summer. Like, you know. And you know what's funny? I've had a few of those. I think he might still be the craziest one, but... Anyway, let's
not
move
crazy
on.
enough to not come on though.
Right? No,
Like,
it would be even crazier if he was so kind enough to come on the podcast.
We have moved. You know what? We will leave this situation with a good taste in our mouth if he comes on and tells us the truth. If not, you know what? Let's blackmail him. If he doesn't come on, we'll say who it is. This is parody. Okay, should we get into it?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay. Okay, everyone, let us settle in
with a storybook.
So actually, you know what? Let's start off. What is a red flag or a traditionally red flag that you have been attracted to or that you are attracted to right now? Because there's lots of flags. You know, most people would probably call certain things red, but there's maybe
I don't know.
You might not call something red that someone else does.
Like, genuinely, I don't think that there is a red flag that I would say is attractive. Like, I can't think of something.
I felt the exact same way. When I saw this prompt, I was like, oh my God, let me think of one thing. And then I was like, the closest I could go to red flag would be like spontaneous, like crazy spontaneous. But I also think that like, obviously everything on earth is nuanced. So anyone that you could call spontaneous, like when it gets to a certain point, it's like, you're no longer spontaneous. You're like irresponsible.
A problem, yeah.
So I feel like there hasn't really been a red flag that I have found actually like attractive.
I don't think I've ever been attracted to a red flag. I
don't
think I just brushed them under the rug.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think I just ignore.
I mean, I have obviously ignored red flags when I liked the person and like my like for them outweighed the
sure.
You know.
Right. Like you get the phone call and it's like, Erin, you gotta see this, you gotta hear this. And I'm like, that just simply can't be true.
Right. You kind of deny these things.
Or it's different now, or he's different with me, or the situations are different, or that was however long ago. But I don't think that it's ever been like, oh, he's a player. That's hot. That's like something I'm really into. It's like, no, like, honey, I don't have the time to chase my own tail. I'm certainly not going to chase yours.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, because anyone that I've ever been attracted to, even looking back, I'm like, everyone has red flags. If I could just have like simply taken their red flags and like thrown them away and changed them as a person, I would have liked them even more. So like, I really don't think I've ever been attracted to
I need to hear
flags.
These red flags that people are attracted to.
Here we go. Number 1, a red flag that this person is attracted to. A tendency to break the rules or bend the system. I like it when someone is a bit rebellious. LOL. It is dangerously attractive and makes life feel less boring.
I get it. That I can get. I do. I see where they're coming from. Again, you're saying this is nuanced, so let's look at this. Let's look at this from the good heart perspective. Not like he's a bad person and he's going to end up down a rabbit hole and in jail. Let's look at it from the good. Let's keep it like happy, PG. This is why we like this person type of thing.
Yes.
I see. I get it. Okay, I get it. It's not for me. Because I'm a goody two-shoes. Yeah. I am. Like, I'm scared of, like, getting in trouble. I really am. It's terrified of, like, you know, something happening. So, for me, I could never. But I do see, and I have friends that are like that. Rebecca. I feel like that could be Rebecca. Rebecca could totally go for the bad boy.
I feel like there was a few things on here that I was like, yeah, that's Rebecca's type. But I don't know about that one. I think Rebecca is also very, like, I think play
Rebecca
by the rules.
Is a play by the rules goody two-shoes, but I think the right bad boy could like get her like excited.
I think for me it would depend on the rules that are being broken.
For sure.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? Not the worst thing in the world.
Okay, we should do like red flag, yellow flag, green flag. Like we kind of agree with it's okay. Red flag is like, no, that's a hard no. And a yellow is like, it's whatever. Okay. And I feel like that's like a yellow. I
feel like, yes, that's yellow because if that's all we knew, it's like, well, there's good people that do that stuff and there's also bad people that do that stuff.
Sure.
So we need more. Okay, yeah, that's yellow.
That's a yellow. Yeah.
Okay. Stoic, nonchalant, brooding. The whole I have a soft spot for her and only her thing. Ugh, I hate how much I like that. Makes me feel so cliche and stupid, but I love grumps. Okay, wait. Sorry. I feel like now this is where like the lecturing is going to come in a little bit.
Don't make it into a lecture.
No, I was just going to say, no, this is where, okay, I shouldn't say lecture. This is where it's going to feel like I'm like thinking I'm better than you. But I don't mean it like that. But just in my experience, I definitely thought this was cool when I was honestly immature and didn't have any relationship experience. Yeah, like when I was in high school and early college. And my college friends said this too. Like I specifically remember a girl that was in my dorm who had a boyfriend, and whenever he got drunk, he was like mad and mean and like kind of like I don't know, probably would also be mad and mean to her. And she's like, oh my God, like he didn't trust me. Like he didn't even want to talk to me. And like, we were all like, yeah, like you want that guy that's like so angry, but like you're the only one that can calm him down. And like, we all thought, we were like, yeah, that's like so cute. And it's like, well, that's what I thought freshman year of college when I was 18 and I've never known like a mature relationship. You know what I mean?
I'm seeing this from both sides. I see what you're saying. And like, okay, yes, that hard red flag. I agree. Like hard red flag. But I also sometimes feel as though I'm that person where I like look at people, and we have some friends that are like this, that like look at people and it's like every man that walks by, it's like, ugh, ew, like why are you even trying to talk to me? Please literally keep walking. Like I want no parts of this. But then when it's your person, you're like, oh, I love and I do love my person and I do have a soft spot for him and like love is for real, even though the guy that passed me yesterday, love was a lie. I kind of see it from both. It again, not to make it nuanced, but if it's like
nuanced.
Right, but if it's like you're an angry drunk and only one person can get through to you, it's like, to me that's not sweet. But from my end of it, where like in my dorm freshman year of college, my friends joked that I was like no emotion whatsoever. Even in nursing school, I had teachers that were like, Erin lacks empathy, because I can be so flat when it comes to like emotions and other people and caring. I can be that way sometimes. So like I could see someone saying that about me. Like Erin's really hard to break into. She has no heart. Like she's so flat, like no one cares. But if you're one of her people, she loves you so deeply and like opens up to you and she has a soft spot for you. So I see it from both sides.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that like brooding though. But yeah, I see what you mean. Okay.
Yellow.
Yeah, unless it's what I was describing.
I actually think it's red or green depending on the situation. I don't even know that it's yellow. Like I wouldn't say my situation is yellow and I wouldn't say that situation is yellow. I would say I'm green and that situation you described is red.
Yeah.
So I think it just depends on the situation.
Yeah, the level. It depends on the level. Because what I'm describing is the like, I can fix him. No, really, I can.
Right.
And I think that's an immature desire.
Sure. Yes.
Okay. Possessiveness and not caring what others think are quite attractive to me.
No. Possessiveness to me is always toxic. A cute little like, oh, you're flirty and I'm a little jealous. Sure.
Yeah.
A cute little like, oh, like were you liked the waiter at the bar? Like, oh, I'm a little jealous of you there. Fine. Possessiveness. It always spirals.
A lot of people,
to me, it's a red flag.
A lot of people did say possessiveness, but some people clarified and said the whole "you're mine," like AKA, like, oh, you're my girl kind of thing.
Okay, that's
like,
different.
Okay.
That's not possessive. I think that's like making you like, I don't know. I don't like possessive.
I think that word, it's on very thin ice, because I think that people are using it in this like, they want someone that is like, that's my girl. But that's probably not possessive.
That's not possessive. That's so like taking like good control. Like, oh, that's my girl. Like, I got this. Like, I don't know. Like, possessive is like, you won't look at her. You won't touch her. She's mine. And like, if the wrong guy bumps into her at the bar, I'm going to start a fight. That's not okay. To me, the term possessive, not okay. If you're talking, people have to clarify, oh, it's this, fine, that's okay. But when it gets to like, oh, he's just a little possessive of her, never okay. Always red.
Yeah, that goes down a steep slope very, very quickly. Yeah. Someone else said possessiveness, men who are protective but not controlling, inquisitive but not jealous, firm but not controlling.
That's not possessive.
Yeah, I feel like that's not possessiveness then. And you kind of like took out all the toxic traits.
You did, exactly.
Like, so that's not even really what you mean.
Right, yeah, that's not possessive by any means. So possessive, red flag. Yeah. My girl with that person described, sure, go ahead.
I feel like
that's what you're into.
I feel like when these people are saying possessive, they're saying it in the way of like, if there was a cartoon episode about like the bad boy who was like, but that's my girl, and that's how they're like, yeah, I love that possessive nature. But then like when you think about it in real world terms, you're like, that's not actually what possessive is.
Yeah,
like in the real world,
because like you see toxic relationships where they're possessive, and it's like, I'm sure it started out, oh, I love that he's so possessive of me.
Yeah, or like, oh, he loves me so much
that he's like, possessive, and it's like, no, it was never okay. You just thought it was okay in the beginning.
Yeah, like if a dog was possessive over food and like resource guarded, would you think that's a good thing?
Right. Is that the dog you want?
Right. No, that's the dog you would take to the training
pound.
To change it.
Oh.
Or to the pound. Right. Sure. No, but
that's
you would probably take it to
puppy
school and you would change its habits, because those are not good things to do.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway.
To clarify, I would never take a dog to the pound. I would work with it. I would take a man to the pound.
Yeah. Right. Smokers. Only cigarette smokers. I can't smoke due to my job and dislike the smell anyway, but cigarette smokers, ... with the lip biting emoji.
People are so into that.
I can't with see, these two I put in a row because I feel like these are Rebecca. The next one is men who are in a band, which I think is so funny that they put that under toxic traits.
Okay, let's go back to smoking. I think I'm a nurse and I know how bad it is, so I'm like hard red flag. But do I think that that's like literally going to ruin someone's life? Is that toxic? Although it's an addiction. So like, do they have an addictive personality? Are they going to get addicted to like another bad thing?
And
I don't know.
It could ruin their life.
I don't know. It literally will.
Yeah.
It could. It will.
But you were saying like, is it going to ruin their life?
I guess I was thinking, is it going to ruin, like if you're the smoker, is it going to ruin my life is what I meant.
Probably when I get
secondhand smoke.
Yeah. Or
cancer.
when something happens to me because of it.
Right.
You know?
Right. Like your lit cigarette burns down my house.
Right.
Okay. I feel like that's a yellow. Let's just give that a yellow. It's certainly not a green.
I honestly think this is the perfect example of a toxic trait that's attractive because it's like, yeah, that is toxic. Yeah, cigarettes are literally the definition of toxic. So that's actually a good. I feel like this is the only one we can't fight.
You're right. You're right. It is a red flag, and you can call it attractive. Yep.
Yeah. All right. There you go,
Rebecca.
Good.
We found someone for you. We found your people.
Are you mad at us?
She's definitely mad at us.
No.
Wait, can I say something real quick? A side note to all of Rebecca's friends. When Rebecca was like, I won't talk shiz on any of my friends to any of my other friends, everyone was like, you're so real for that. The amount of people that like I know of Rebecca's friends that I wanted to at and be like, whenever I try to talk crap on you and Rebecca says no. And Rebecca was like, please don't. My friends would spiral.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm joking. I don't actually want to talk crap on anyone. If I'm going to talk crap, it's going to be on the podcast.
Yeah, that's
okay.
true.
So you'll know about it. Anyway, continue.
Well, I glazed over this, but men who are in a band, I also
that is not toxic.
I think that's so funny because like people that are in a band are like Maddie Healy coded.
Yeah.
I just picture them with a British accent because of Maddie Healy. Like I just picture them like chugging like a bottle on stage and just Maddie Healy vibes.
Yeah.
My love. Okay.
Meanwhile, you could have like
accent.
You could have like what's the innocent one, like Kevin Jonas, who just like goes home to his wife
Kevin
and kids,
Jonas,
and it's like not a red flag as far as I know. I'm not like super up on pop culture, but I'm pretty sure Kevin Jonas just like lives in like suburbia, New Jersey.
Yeah,
and, like,
I think and
it's like he's in a band.
Yeah,
that's why I feel like a band is not a true red flag, but if you guys want to call it that,
yeah. Are you in the 1975 or are you in the Jonas Brothers?
Right. Or are you like playing the piano behind Taylor Swift? Like there's so many. Anyway,
the line.
Yeah.
Face tattoos. I don't consider them a red flag, but many people do. You
had to make a decision to get that on your face.
The face tattoo thing, I feel like I'm not
What type of tattoo is it?
I don't know. I'm not attracted to it, but I guess if someone had a face tattoo, I wouldn't automatically assume they were like a bad person.
Yeah. I feel that.
So it's more like some people are just like more attracted to like tattoo sleeves physically.
Sure.
It's like black and white. My brain is more attracted to that. So it's like, okay,
see,
now
tattoos,
you're attracted to one on the face.
Tattoos I can get behind. Like I love tattoos too, and I feel like a lot of people do. It's not tattoos, but it's like, I don't know, I just think of face tattoos. Like when I think face tattoo, I don't think Post Malone. I think like drops how many people have you face tattoo. Like I should think your average person who got like Jelly Roll or like these famous
face tattoo?
I think. No, I don't know. Like I should think just like your average tattoo just happens to be on your face, but my mind goes to like devil horns.
Right. Well,
I don't know.
I wonder if they're attracted to it physically because of the way it looks, or if they're attracted to it because subconsciously they're like, ooh, they're a bad boy. Which I feel like it's more that.
Totally.
And it's funny because think of like Post Malone and it's like, ooh, bad boy, but he's like the most wholesome person.
Right. He's just like out here making country music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Let's say, I feel like we should say yellow because that could go. Yeah, let's put a yellow on that.
Yeah. Emotionally unavailable artists. Ooh. See, this is the thing that it's like you think you want someone like this. I think this is why I think going back to the first point where like when I was younger, I was like, oh, it would be so cute if this. Like my boy only breaks his favorite toys. Like I can fix him. No, really, I can. Nope. You think you want this kind of relationship. Like you think you want to do these things. But then it never actually works out the way that you envision in your perfect fairy tale.
Everyone's gonna get hurt.
Fantasy.
You're gonna get hurt. They're gonna get hurt. Your mom's gonna get hurt. Their dad's gonna get hurt. Everyone's gonna get hurt when you're trying to fix someone who's not. No one needs to spend their time on someone who's emotionally unavailable. Only emotionally unavailable people need to spend their time on themselves. Truly.
Yes. And okay.
Except maybe a therapist needs to spend their time on it. But like you and I, girly,
And like, not to be harsh, but when you think this way and you're like, oh, I can fix him. Like, I want someone emotionally unavailable. Okay, wait. So before I get to my main point, I'll say this. If you genuinely are attracted to people that are emotionally unavailable, are you attracted to getting ghosted, having to beg someone to talk to you or hang out with you, having to chase people down, never getting any sort of affection?
right, beg them to like you.
Yeah, begging someone to like you. Begging
them
someone
for
to be
answers.
With you. Yeah. And you know what? I actually think that some people do. I think that some people are like the feeling.
It's the chase.
It's the chase, yes. Yeah. And it's the feeling that you get when you get that little hit of like, okay, fine, we can hang out on Friday night. And then like that's like, oh yes, like I did it. And then even if it takes like 3 more weeks to get another one, it is the chase to some people. And I do think that some people are actually attracted to that. So that's one thing. And you know what? If you're in that situation,
you're the red flag.
You're the red flag. And you can actually go to therapy and work on that yourself. But anyway, if you are not attracted to that and you're more just like, I want to be the one guy who changes him, who fixes him, who like no girl ever worked out, but I'm going to work out because I'm different. That's an ego thing. And I think that you also should probably do some deep work, because why do you want that so bad? Like, nothing will make you feel as good as being like the one girl that some guy chooses. Like some guy. This is literally some guy. Everyone on earth, like no one is actually that special or that important. Okay, neither are we. But like, you know what I mean? This is some guy. So if your whole like ego is riding on like some random guy in your hometown to choose you, to pick me, choose me, love me.
Not your
like,
hometown.
What is wrong with you? And if you're genuinely like, it will make me feel so good when he like picks me and I'm the one person and everyone looks at us like, wow, he never went for the other girls, but he went for her.
We'll see him at the high school reunion and everyone will be like, she did it.
Right. Like, what is wrong with you? Not to be, not too harsh, but tough love is still love. Genuinely think to yourself, like, where are you not getting validation?
Right. Like, come on. You don't need that. You don't need it. Because you don't need all the downs that come with the couple of ups.
Right. And like, why would it make you feel better to date a guy who has never liked a girl before and all these girls chase him, but he's never liked them and he's always rejected people for years and years, and you want to be the one girl that he chooses? Why would that make you feel better than if just a nice guy who has had maybe 2 or 3 past healthy relationships, but they haven't worked out because they're not compatible, and then that guy likes you, like, and then you guys actually just have a healthy relationship? Why does the first one feel so much better to you? I think that's another question you could talk to your therapist about.
You should talk to therapy, not us, because we don't get it.
Because actually, you know what? I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you the reason why. I'm sure there's some sort of reason why, and it's deeply rooted inside your ego, because, all humans have egos, and that's fine.
It's probably like a parent thing. Like you were seeking like validation from your parent or like your older sibling or like
a teacher that maybe favored other kids.
Totally.
Yeah, but like in black and white, either relationship where someone's going to love you and choose you and you guys are compatible and it works out, both of those are good. So you don't need to seek out the guy who, has never been won over before. It's going to feel, or it should feel, just as good to date a healthy guy who chooses you without all of these problems. So anyway, think about that. Just think about that, okay?
No more lectures.
Think about that.
No more lectures.
Oh, I'm going to keep lecturing. I'm sorry. People who need a lot of alone time. Honestly,
I don't think that's a red flag.
I don't think that's a red flag either.
I think that's a green flag. People process life on their own terms, and I don't think that's... I mean, maybe if they're literally cutting you out and it's like to the extreme, fine. I can see where you could be like, okay, or like, do you want me? Yes or no? But no.
Yeah. I don't think
people
that's
need their own amounts of alone time.
And also, 2 people might need separate amounts of alone time, but maybe those people just aren't compatible.
Yeah. And what to you is a lot.
Yeah, what's a lot? Because there's somebody that matches.
Yeah. And some people are inseparable and can't do any alone time. And if you're in one of those relationships and then you date someone who literally needs a couple hours hours here and there. To you, that's a lot.
Yeah.
No, a lot of alone time is not a red flag.
Yeah, I
absolutely
agree.
not. Green, let them live their lives alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just being a bad boy in general, I'm not looking for stability. I want excitement. See, this is what I mean. Like, why do you not find excitement in stability? Because you find excitement in him ghosting you and coming back and breadcrumbing you and coming back, because that feeling of like, oh my God, he came back to me. The feeling you get when his name pops up on your phone after he love bombed you and then dropped you and started breadcrumbing you, and then eventually he didn't talk to you for 3 weeks. And that feeling when he pops up on your phone again and these like endorphins rush through your brain and your whole body feels like you're on cloud nine. That is what you're chasing. And like, that's what you think excitement is. That's what you think you can't get with stability. But that's problematic. Like,
I think these people have probably never had true healthy stability.
I know, that's what I mean. So I think that if you're attracted to that and you're like, I want excitement, you can be excited about things while also being in a stable relationship. Look at every happy couple that, you know, maybe goes to an amusement park and they're excited. Like that's, you're like, I love excitement. You're never excited about anything other than some guy breadcrumbing you and like being hot and cold, because then when they're hot, like when they're hot, it feels so good. And then when they're cold, it's like such a depletion of your happiness that like the only thing that can bring it back is like them being hot again. And that's what makes you feel happy and excited. How about you get a hobby? How about you get a hobby and become excited about something else other than some guy's loser actions? But that's just me.
Yeah, red.
Deep inner turmoil. Doesn't have social media or any online presence. He's difficult to reach to everyone but me. Like,
no, that's just repeating everything that we've already said into one.
Yes.
We don't even need to go down that rabbit hole.
Same exact thing.
It's
He's
a
difficult to reach for everyone but me. Why? That's an ego
Why?
thing.
Just why?
Why? Ask yourself that. Get a journal and ask yourself that.
Right. And when you're not around, how's that going to go? Yeah. Like,
wait, what?
like if you're not around, like you're going to leave. You leave him alone with your parents on Christmas and you gotta go like get changed or something, and he's just like a miserable butt, and your parents are like, well, we hate him because he sucks, and you're like, no, only I get him. Sorry, but if you can't sit down and shoot the shit with my dad because only I get you,
like he only gets me,
literally pull his stick out of your butt and talk to someone else.
He doesn't have friends because he only texts me back because I'm the only person that's important to him, because I have deep egological.
He can't even watch football because he only gets me.
I said egological. Deep, I meant to say egotistical, or like, you know, ego issues, but I said egological.
Y'all, everyone in the situation has them.
He has them. A word.
She has them. Okay. Anyway, no.
That's so funny that they started with deep inner. That's hilarious. Okay. Anyway, a hint of healthy jealousy is a turn on for me. Not controlling or insecure though. See, I don't think that's a red flag.
Because
that's a hint of healthy jealousy, you know, that just completely erases the red part of it.
Yes, I agree.
That's just a flag.
Health, we're good. We already proved that earlier in the episode.
Yeah.
That was already co-signed. Next.
Homebodies and loners. People who prefer staying at home, don't do sports, and don't have any friends. Because again, I'm like that too. Because again,
I think if you're like that,
like
it's
that
fine.
too.
If you're like that, you don't like to. Not everyone likes to go out. I know. I have friends like that like, you know, you haven't seen in 6 years because they don't like to go out, and they're just as happy as I am. So if you're happy being home alone in a cardboard box, thumb wrestling each other, and that's what you guys love to do, I'll be seeing the world. But if that's for you, please, by all means, stay home and do it together.
I'm gonna criticize this person a little bit because
but you criticize the people that are homebodies. Leave them alone.
Yeah, but here's why though. Because I just feel like, and you know, I could probably find them, but
are
I'm
you
not
projecting?
going to. No, I think that there have been psychological studies that show that socialization and friendships help people live better, healthier, longer lives.
Sure, maybe.
And
but
so, you know, I would just worry. No, it is. If you have no friends, no friends at all, that's kind of sad. I don't know. I think that's a little bit of a red flag. But you know what? Maybe you can be the one girl that encourages him to make a friend.
And he can't even talk to your mom.
Anyway, people with chaotic families. It means we get to hang out with my family more often. My husband has a very chaotic family and it's very convenient for holidays. Honestly, that's fine.
I think that's green. If that's what makes your life smooth, go for it.
Especially if he's nothing like his family.
Yeah, if he's normal, but like it just means you get to spend more time with your family, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. You know what? Pop off, queen. Yeah. Well done.
Slay.
Good decision.
Passionate intensity, but not anger or rage. It can be a lot, but it's kind of hot to see people putting their all into something they care deeply about and standing up for what they believe in. I don't
That
think
should
that's
be
red.
every relationship.
I don't think that's
That
red.
should be the expectation, really.
Passionate intensity, not anger or rage. It can be a lot. So basically you want someone that's passionate. I think that's like
I think if you're
the only thing people
dating to
typically
marry and complete your life, that should be the standard. But you know, what do I know?
would say that's not a red flag or toxic.
That's green.
Yeah.
No, that's not green. That's the bar.
Yeah.
That's the bar that has been set.
Are you implying that they're passionate about something bad?
No, because she said not like any kind of
She said no anger or rage. Okay.
Girlie, come on.
Hotheads and grumpy, consistently negative people. I love watching people fight. It's so entertaining, and I throw oil on the fire. I love to argue. Grumpy people are just so cute. They're always so upset about something. And they're so prissy. I love it. Heart. Hearing about how something so small pisses them off all the time is so cute. When they start muttering under their breath because they're so upset, I get cuteness aggression. You know
what that feels like? There was a day a couple years ago where we were sitting on the beach. We were all just like hungover, and we were all just like wanted to lay in silence, a bunch of us on the beach under our umbrella, whatever. Someone started off with like, I hate people that like feed the seagulls on the beach. And someone else was like, I hate people that like kick the sand. And then it slowly started spiraling. And every couple of minutes, someone would be like, you know what I hate, and it was something ridiculous. This feels like that. But it feels like that person that like, it wasn't all of us saying as something that we hate randomly. It sounds like one person will land on the beach. I hate this. I hate that. I hate that. I hate you. I hate your face. I hate his hair. And it's like, you want that every day of your life?
Well, would you say that someone naming their hates is the same as someone being grumpy and like
No, but
frustrated?
I'm saying like one person's being that way all the time.
Oh, yeah. No, I was going to say, you know what? You and I are not the same because I hate arguing. It's like one of my pet peeves.
Hate.
Blackmail, jury duty, eviction notice. I don't like that type of person.
Low.
Entirely. I can't imagine being with someone who's grumpy all the time.
But some people love drama, so I think that this is just like some people literally love drama and talking about drama and living in drama. So like maybe some people love this like negativity lifestyle. It's not for me.
Yes. No,
the
that's what I
wrinkles
mean.
are not for me, and like the stress is not for me.
Yeah. I think that this person also kind of nailed the toxic trait I'm attracted to.
I just hope that that's not very common. I hope that one's not super common.
I feel like it's not. I don't know. I've never met anyone who's like, I love grumps.
That's definitely a red flag for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think though that that's a good toxic red flag to be attracted to though, because
it keeps them out of all
You
our
can be grumpy all the time and still be a good person. Like you can be annoyed and grumpy.
Like a man called Otto.
Yes. Or I was going to say you can be so annoyed and grumpy that you had to rerun your dryer because your clothes were still, a little bit damp. And then you can, in the same breath, like write a check and donate to charity.
Sure.
Like that doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It probably just means that you're unpleasant to most people on a conscious level.
So you know what, girlies, if you're into that, scoop them up and keep them out of our lives, because I don't want anyone like that around.
Exactly.
Keep them home and thumb wrestle in your cardboard box or whatever. Like, please don't bring them out to the bar.
Arrogance. I hate it, and yet ...
That's, you know what? That is a perfect red flag that people are attracted to. Some people just love that shit.
Now, it's tough to call that a good person.
Yeah, because arrogance slowly spirals into narcissism and...
Yeah, or it could stem from the same root.
Yeah, I would say, again, take him home and keep him there. We don't need him.
You can have him, darling.
He's yours. He's all yours.
On the same wavelength, cocky, pretentious men. If you put all the men that I've ever been involved with in a room, they would all think that they were so much cooler and better than each other.
Wait, that's so true.
Unfortunately, this is one of the things I'm most attracted to. I can't relate, honestly.
I can.
Liking someone who thinks they're better than you.
Well, not necessarily. Like, I didn't like them because of that. But like, if you were to put all of my serious relationships into like a room, they would probably like think about it.
Okay.
Think about, bleep this out. you put them all in a room and they're all gonna go in with their chins up higher than the other one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But by no means did I like any of them because of that.
Right.
But then it just like slowly I was like, oh shit. And there's a reason I'm not with any of them anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
True.
But I would say that's definitely a red flag to be attracted to. But it's also can be hard to avoid, I would say.
Honestly, can be hard to avoid, yeah. Especially
because like I said, it was not something I was attracted to, but I slowly started seeing it in all these relationships. But then I was like, too deep in my hole and, here we go.
Yeah. Okay. Unkempt, unshaven, probably hasn't had a haircut in over 5 years. I want to Eliza Doolittle that man. Tame and civilize him. Show him how to bathe and talk proper.
Some people love a mountain man. I wouldn't say that's not a red flag.
Not a red flag. I mean, I guess, well,
if they haven't showered in a month.
Hasn't showered could be a red flag.
Could be a little smelly.
But okay, once again,
whatever.
You can have him, babe. And
Take him home.
Hope he treats you well.
And shower him.
Asshole to everyone but me.
No.
But within reason. I don't want them to actually be an asshole to other people. I'd want them to be polite in general, but I'm the only one who sees any sort of warmth and gentleness and affection.
No, this is the same thing we've talked about.
Yeah, I feel like this is, you think you want this, but why does it feel better?
Yeah,
when if a nice person who's nice to everyone is nice to you, you're like, not good enough. I want an asshole to be nice to me. Okay, there's something wrong with you. I'm sorry. No. I'm just gonna tell it how it is. There's something wrong with you. And you know what? You can figure it out.
Yep.
I don't know what it is, but someone will be able to figure it out. Yep. And hopefully you can get over it. And get past it.
Yep.
Guys who display behavior that may or may not be love bombing. No. I wrote a personal note while making this list, and I said, I think that you've never been formally love bombed.
Correct.
I'm sorry.
Correct.
I think that you like someone who, maybe your love language is words of affirmation. And physical touch. I don't think you've ever been love bombed because what happens next, it doesn't feel so good.
It's not pretty. No.
Does not feel good.
No.
When he's emotionally complex and low-key unhinged, I'll crack his coding. Add her to the list. Add her to the list of offenders because
nope.
She's not okay.
Nope.
Sarcasm. Dry, cutting sarcasm. Are these tears from laughter or emotional pain? Sarcasm. I caught the tail end of it while we were dating, which was weirdly hot. Nowadays, I guess they're talking about a girl. She's super sweet, attentive, and sensitive to me and her close family, but ever so slightly mean to almost everyone else, and I love it. No,
mean. There's again, difference between sarcasm and mean.
Yeah.
No, mean is never, all you're ever going to be is mean. I want no parts of it. No.
You know what? You're probably just mean then.
Yeah, I just can't with mean. I just can't with mean. No room for mean girls at this table.
So
seriously.
You can have her.
Take her home and keep her there.
I don't want her. Sorry.
I don't want her in my friend group. That's for sure.
And I probably don't want you either. Sorry, I hate to say it.
Move it along.
I love a man with a crooked nose, parentheses, that was broken after being in a fight.
I was gonna say, are you into hockey players? I feel like
I'm scared.
If there's a type, that's like a physical type almost.
I don't know if that's
maybe
what they were implying.
Maybe she's saying like a hockey fight. No, I like hockey players.
I think she was implying it was from a brawl outside of the bar.
Oh, like behind the dumpster.
Yeah, that's what I picture when I picture.
Now take him home.
Broken from being in a fight.
Take him home.
I don't know.
And don't let him drink anymore.
Yeah, put him in a closet. Never let him out. Just kidding. That was a joke, okay? Don't do that. Ever. When they have no friends, I always end up liking these people in the most wholesome way. Wait, do you like them because you feel bad for them?
Yeah, and why do they have no friends? Because they're an asshole or because they're a quiet, nervous Nelly?
Maybe like socially awkward and you have like a soft spot for them. Because that's different. Okay.
Yeah, there's two different things.
Yeah. A free bird who can't be tamed. Challenge accepted. You have a problem.
Yeah.
Sorry. You have a problem.
What, you want to put a leash on him? Go ahead. Put the leash on him and walk him home.
To your house, babe. Not mine.
Not mine.
A snarky, nerdy man is my kryptonite, and they are almost universally awful people, so I've sort of resigned myself off dating. A snarky, nerdy man. See, I love a nerd. I love someone who's smart.
Yeah, but when I think snarky, nerdy man, I think
snarky.
the surgeon who thinks they're better than you.
Ew,
and they're like,
snarky.
Nurse Erin, get me the...
Yeah.
Please.
I hate snarky because it almost always is like, I'm better than you. I know something you don't know, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, even if that's true,
you want everything to be mansplained to you for the rest of your life.
Right.
Please.
No. I have a weird one. Men who disappear into the mountains for weeks at a time.
Are you dating Sasquatch?
Bigfoot allegations. We are never escaping them. What? Although my friend did this, actually. My friend went off into the mountains for like a month and he just lived off the grid in somewhere out west. I don't know.
I mean, if that's what you're into, I guess that's fun.
Yeah, great guy. Honestly, I don't. Yeah,
okay, all right, fine. Green flag. Go ahead.
He gave us a slideshow of all his pictures.
Who did that?
Alec.
Oh, wow.
Weird. But you know what?
Hey.
It made him happy.
If I could go live on a Hawaiian island in a tent and come back after a month off the grid, sure. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Approved.
Confident and deeply sarcastic, tend to be assholes, but when they have a good sense of humor and a killer smile, I can't help myself but fall.
But are you falling for the good sense of humor and the killer smile and the other shiz is just
like you're letting it go? Are you?
Because that sounds like you're letting it slide under the rug.
They're attracted to it though. That's their toxic trait. They like the little toxic. Once again, you know what? I can't relate. The asshole of it all. I can't relate.
If you're just brushing it under the rug, sure. But, if that's what you're into.
Right. And I have a question, actually. If you could take everything about this man that you're describing, but just take out anything that would make him an asshole, would you like him just this? Like, would you actually like him better? Yeah. Or do you think he would lose some of his charm because he's no longer rude?
Ask yourself that.
That's what I want to know. The type who teases, oh my God, this is actually my pet peeve. You can have him, honey. The type who teases, pushes boundaries, and keeps you on the edge. Totally chaotic, totally irresistible. Red flag, though, for sure.
Is this a kindergartner in the sandbox?
I hate the teasing, pushing buttons, picking an argument just for funsies. I just wanted to push your button. I did that because I know it pushes your buttons. No. Bye-bye.
I don't have time. Listen, I simply don't have the time or energy for my buttons to be pushed.
That's my biggest pet peeve, I think, is people doing that on purpose.
Figure out what my buttons are and tiptoe around them.
Yes.
Please.
Yes. The ability to cut someone out of their life, no matter how long they've known them. I know it's harsh, but I think you're the average of who you choose in your life. So it says something when you let crappy people take up your time and energy consistently. I feel like
that's
that didn't
a green
have to be worded
flag.
Like that.
That's a green flag.
Yeah.
Approved.
Yeah.
You're approved.
Because when they started off by saying the ability to cut someone out of their life, no matter how long they've known them, I'm like, okay, whoa, that's a little crazy. But then they're like, I know it's harsh, but cutting out crappy people, I would say that's a green flag.
And I think we do that to keep our lives happy and pleasant and positive and keep going, keep doing it.
Okay, we have two more. Men who are nothing but spontaneous.
I mean, I get it, but how spontaneous are you when it comes to paying the bills?
Right. That's
Are you paying rent? Do you know where you parked your car last night?
Yeah, because I feel like if you're, let's say you're in college or, young 20s, living in the city for the first time, you're not looking for anything super long term. You're like, I don't care if I find my husband this year. I'm just having fun and focusing on myself. And then you have this spontaneous man who's like, let's go to the bar and get cocktails at 11 on a Tuesday. And you're like, okay, I'll have one cocktail. And then you guys each have one cocktail and then you both go to work the next day. He's spontaneous in that neither of you are committing to each other, but he's like, let's go to the Poconos this weekend.
Right. Let's up and go to France.
Yeah, sure. Okay. And then you guys come back and you continue living your happy lives. What level of spontaneous are we talking? Because spontaneous could also mean
spontaneously disappears.
I quit
for
my
6
job,
months.
guys. I quit my job spontaneously because I wasn't happy.
I'm spontaneously going to become a rapper and I'm going to no longer sell cars. I'm just going to pursue my music career.
Yeah, I spontaneously invested my trust fund into Dogecoin.
Yeah.
What?
I spontaneously decided to stop paying my lease and just disappear.
Yeah, because
so no one ever sees me
I
again.
Spontaneously think that laws are, not moral.
Right.
What's the level here? What's the level? I think when people use these words, they picture the former and then we're like, but what about the latter?
Yeah, and how spontaneous, right. And how far up the ladder are we climbing?
Exactly.
It starts out green and then it gets yellow and red as it goes up.
Yes. Okay, last one. Women with an explosive personality and addicted to drama will always turn me on. I don't
so
think
many men are into this.
Yeah, I think that's a very, very popular
red flag
opinion.
Absolutely a red flag because think of your favorite reality star or a Real Housewife that just screams and loses
know any.
I don't either, but think of the crazy housewives. You see them screaming and fighting on the commercials.
I know the one that's I don't think he's right for you. How do you know what's right for me. That's my opinion.
I don't know
From
any
a Vine.
I don't know anything about
really
that.
famous
But I'm
Vine.
picturing like the New Jersey ones that like flip the tables and like lose their shit. I can't fathom that lifestyle, but I just know men who want it.
Yeah.
You are not alone. And do I think it's healthy? No. I would say that's a red flag and you're attracted to it and you're not alone.
Or it's the people that you mentioned earlier that like they love drama and gossip, and like their fun conversation is like sitting around talking about
the table
what
that
guy's girlfriend did at last week's party.
Right.
And that's the fun thing.
They're like your
rehashing
ex-friend's sister met someone at a club and he kissed her. Turns out it was that guy you hooked up with ages ago.
Yeah. And then he's like, have you seen the photos? And then
no, I didn't, but thanks though.
No, I didn't, but thanks though. Thanks though. That was it.
A lot of that is toxic. Please
What
reevaluate.
a whirlwind.
Reevaluate your decisions.
Yes, very true. Thanks so much for watching or listening to our podcast.
Yes.
It was so much fun. Subscribe, and share it with your friends, please.
And we're going to give you so much more advice.
Yes, exactly. I think that's it. Okay. Court is adjourned.
Bring in the dancing lobsters.
We love you. We appreciate you. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.